Hey, what is up, guys? I am going to go ahead and go over my trade recap. It is 11:19, about to be 11:20 in the morning. It is Tuesday, November 25th. This is Thanksgiving week. So let's go ahead and let's talk about the trades that I went ahead and took. The first one being Meta. Now, unfortunately, I actually took a loss on this trade to the long side. And I'm going to show you guys how I took the loss. It was a small loss. It was like about a $50 loss. So that's like a paper cut for me, to be completely honest, guys. That's probably like less than a paper cut, to be realistic. So I ended up going long on this candle right here. I ended up getting long, and I was essentially using this candle's low as my stop. But we started like really chopping around. What I should have actually done realistically was really wait for like a real big like swipe up, a pullback back down, and then continuation. I actually did not do that. I fresh out the gate got into this trade, and I got in like near the high end of this area right here. I got in. We started just, I hung in through this little flush out, started to swipe up, came back down. I ended up just stopping myself. Unfortunately, I stopped myself on this candle, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I stopped myself right here. Had I waited like 4 extra minutes, I would have been able to catch this significant up move. And all I wanted to do was break the pre-market high, so I probably would have got out like somewhere in this candle. But with that being said, my first trade was actually an L, and it was just a paper cut. I was on the right side of the trade, so there's always that, And this is off of the fact that Meta does have news with Google. So like, for me, I was mostly like really just trying to see if I can get like a quick pop towards highs, and kind of just get over this daily 20 SMA. But they made it really choppy in the morning. I didn't want to stick around. The option prices were moving kind of crazy, so I stopped myself out. I kept myself safe. I didn't want to deal with much of a drawdown or anything like that, just in case this was to have flushed out and tested maybe previous day highs or whatever. I just was like, you know what? Let me just get out of this trade. It's really early in the morning. A $50 hit doesn't affect my psychological, my psych level. It doesn't affect anything in terms of my brokerage. Like, $50 is so insignificant. So I was like, let me just take the loss. I can always get back into the trade. And yeah. So my following trade, I ended up taking Microsoft. I took a Microsoft long. Unfortunately, I didn't hold this long. We had a nice little double bottom, but I got long as soon as we reclaimed the 200 daily SMA. So I got long like probably right here. As soon as we got this swipe to the upside and kind of couldn't hold over this area, I actually got out right here. Like literally on this candle, but like right here is where I got out. So I took this for a really pretty decent profit. We got a flush back down in a reclaim. This is essentially a double bottom here. Unfortunately, I got done trading. You guys can see because I'm doing the recap. I got done trading early, so I didn't utilize this double bottom and these subsequent higher lows over previous day lows to re-enter the trade, because I'm just done, guys. Like, this was a banger trade here, and my next trade's really what sealed the whole day for me, which is gonna be SPY. But this is a lovely kind of undercut rally over the 200 daily moving average, right? You get this flush out, reclaim, double bottom-esque, right? It's not a complete double bottom, but basically a double bottom. Reclaim over the 200, reclaim over previous day lows, higher low over previous day lows comparative to this candle, and then you get kind of that ABCD pattern from when something goes red to green on the day. So this probably might go green here on the day, but it's okay, man. I'm not going to sit here and cry over spoiled milk or whatever the case may be. I could have made significantly more on this, and I actually had, more in my mindset for this position, but I wanted to get done early, and this is what got me done early here today. So on SPY, I took puts. Soon as we went red from this daily 50 reject, soon as we went red, I rode the puts from here all the way down to here. Like, I got out on this candle's flush right here. And I had this line drawn, this intraday line drawn right here. I just put this on, like, maybe like a few minutes after I got into this trade. I went to my 5-minute chart, and then I put this line on because this is a good retracement point for the market to come down to. Because you get these, you get this dip right here soaked dip right here, soaked. Like you can see on a 5-minute, this soaked right here, this soaked right here. We shot up over it, flushed under, shot up over it, flushed under, reclaim, and soaked it. So that is why I use the 5-minute and I use this kind of line as my guide. And so I took the puts, made out like a bandit on these puts, and I had 661 puts. So not really the best, but the best move here was we got this surge up, and as soon as we came in and started rejecting red, I got in, but I got in with 667 puts. I believe it was 667 puts, and I caught this whole flush down, covered right here, literally like at the lows. Like I might have got the lows. Like I'm not even joking. And this made up my whole basically day. Like these two moves right here made my whole day. I came into this week with a weekly monetary goal, and I hit it on Tuesday. So I'm more than likely going to be done the rest of the week. You guys will not be seeing a trading recap video from me on Wednesday, which is tomorrow. You guys will not be seeing that because I will not be trading tomorrow. Thursday is also Thanksgiving, so market's closed. I will not be trading on Thursday. Friday's a market half day. I'm taking that full day off, bro. I'm taking the whole day off. My weekly goal, literally the goal I wanted to make monetarily, I made on Tuesday. So that's it. We're done here for today. Very clean trades. I took 1 loss on Meta, got 1 W on Microsoft, and then 2 W on some SPY puts. And that is it, man. I cannot complain. This was a fantastic Thanksgiving week for me. And that's it, man. Watching my equities and options account just exponentially grow is absolutely amazing, man. Like I've really been stepping on the gas and trading very, very well. And one of the key things that I want to talk about here, since we're done talking about the trades, is, dude, if you have this goal in mind for like the week, let's say you have a monetary goal on the week, on the day, whatever the case may be, and you hit that goal, it's okay if you want to risk like maybe 10% of that, 5% of that of your totality P&L, but just make sure, man, once you hit that goal, you don't have to deal with the shit. You don't have to deal with the BS that the market could kind of wheel you into. Like, I can keep on trading if I wanted to, and I'm sure there's going to be some very fantastic setups, but what's the point? It's Thanksgiving week. In 2 days, I made more than I wanted to on my weekly goal, right? So I made more on what I wanted to make throughout the whole week in 2 days. I don't have to do anything, guys. I'm done. The market has gotten my time for the week. I don't want to stay at charts anymore. We are done. We are good. We are green. We're going to have a great Thanksgiving. We're going to have a great Black Friday. And that's what I'm doing on my end. I hope you guys are doing the same. There is no need to attack trading every single day. There is no need to constantly feel like I need to take this play, this play, this play, this play, because you're watching maybe your mentor or somebody else who's a little bit more established, and has bigger P&Ls. And there's no reason for you to just look at that side of the grass and feel like, oh, let me jump over and try to get into some trades. Because that is how you can give back a great day. I mean, of course, with that same context, that's works contrary, right? So you can exponentially, let's say your goal is like $100, right? You can make $300-400 on the day. But in that same token, you could also lose it at the same time. So you just got to kind of keep yourself well on track when you're trading. And for me, I'm going to be real strict because I can get a little bit obsessive on price action and trading. I'm going to go ahead and close out these charts after the video. I closed out my IU page, so I won't be getting any alerts. And I'm just completely done. I'm going to have a great Thanksgiving. I'm going to spend time with my wife, spend time with my family, have good food, watch great football games. And that is my goal for the rest of the week, is just to relax. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for stopping by. Please leave a like. Please subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next trading recap. Later.